21st century woman gotta get right. Entrepreneurship, motherhood, marriage, divorce, dating, healthy living, and thriving, of course. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show.
Hey there, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, where we discuss the unique challenges of the 21st century women. So buckle up and get ready, sister, to get your life right.
It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya.
Hey everybody, this is your host, Tanya Barnett, the flyest internet talk show out there. I am so super excited about tonight. Tonight's show is going to be power, it's going to be fire, and you are going to come away educated and informed to be able to support women just like me, the 21st century woman. The women I have here tonight, they're going to be in studio, so you get to see them raw and live in person. I cannot wait to share our stories with you, and I know you are going to walk away with a firm appreciation for bald-headed women, because we are black, we are bald, and we are beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me here on the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet, and we will see you right after this break.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision.
Hey there, family. This is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show. I'm so super excited that you decided to stay with me. This is my favorite part of the Tanya Barnett Show. I mean, I love my guests. Trust and believe. I love my guests. But this is my favorite part, because this is She's Gotta Have It, where I feature black businesses, predominantly those owned by women, whose products that I have to use, and they are my She's Gotta Have It. So y'all see I got a smooth bald head tonight. And I have alopecia, which is a hair loss condition. I have the type where I have bald spots all over my head. So I have to shave about once or twice a week. So my She's Gotta Have It today is none other than this all-natural shaving lotion by Naturally Me and You. And my homegirl, Rita Pardo, is the owner of Naturally Me and You. This is a fantastic, this is lemongrass. She'll do it in any type of scent that you like. So if you like lemongrass, if you like eucalyptus, if you like, lavender, whatever type of scents you like, essential oils that you like, Rita will make that product for you. Also, I have this product, which is an all-natural sunscreen, because I'm very sensitive to products. And so I talked to Rita about my sensitivity, and she came up with a all-natural sunscreen that this one has beeswax, mango butter, coconut oil, carrot seed oil, raspberry seed oil, lavender oil, buckthorn oil, and non-nano zinc oxide. This is an all-natural sunscreen that Rita made specifically for me, because I'm very sensitive, so I can't wear some of the sunscreens that are out there. And so I just wanted to share with you today, my She's Gotta Have It company is Naturally Me and You by my homegirl and my birthday twin. We share the same birthday, same year, Rita Pardo of Naturally Me and You. So make sure you go out and that you support Rita. She was on my show about 2 weeks ago, and she shared her husband was in a terrible accident. He shattered his pelvis, his femur, whole bunch of body parts. He's actually in a rehab facility. So when he doesn't work, because he's a truck driver, he doesn't get paid. So make sure you support Rita. Go out. I hope by the time I get off this show tonight, Rita hits me up on text and says, hey, T, my PayPal was going crazy because people were ordering. Make sure you support my homegirl, Rita Pardo of Naturally Me and You. Right after this break, y'all, I'm going to have my first guest for tonight. She is going to amaze you. She is fantastic. Her energy is all that. And I'm so super excited about my special guest, and you're going to meet her right after this break. Thank you.
Listen vision, listen vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey y'all, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest internet talk show out there. I'm so super excited that you decided to stay with me tonight. I have a special guest tonight, my homegirl, my sister, Rashida. Welcome, Rashida.
Hey, Tanya. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
I'm excited because she's here. This is Hair Loss Awareness Month, and Rashida is the founder of a fantastic organization that I'm going to let her tell you about. She and I both have alopecia, and so she started a beautiful organization for women just like us. So, Rashida, can you tell people a little bit about you and then tell them about your organization?
So I am Rashida Mosby. I am a mother. I'm an educator. Mostly I'm a self-love advocate and an advocate for women to just embrace who they are, to love yourself authentically, and to live free. And this is definitely has been an ongoing I would say mission of mine that I've been on, to live free. So the picture that was up before, I wrote that word free because that's exactly what this organization that I decided to start out of my own personal journey with alopecia has done for me. It's allowed me to be free, to live free, to be who I am in every single stage. And right now I'm in a regrowth / hair loss stage. You know how this alopecia thing is. It's like an emotional roller coaster. You never know what to expect, but now I'm laughing at it because hair now is growing back in, and I'm shaving it off. I'm like, okay, wow. Hair, you know.
Okay. She's fly like that. Okay, she's fly like that.
Messing up my look. So I founded my organization back in 2014. We launched. And it was really out of my own personal journey with alopecia. I was diagnosed with alopecia in 2009. I was newly married at the time, so it's like, you know, what a great gift to give to your new husband, hair loss.
Right.
And so it was a really emotional experience. He was super uber supportive, but it was me that had to come to grips and come to terms with my condition and loving myself despite what I saw in the mirror and what I looked like. And at that time, I was not appreciating the look, that my reflection. I didn't like it. I was very uncomfortable with it. In 2014, fast forward to having several years to kind of get support that I needed, connecting with phenomenal people who were encouraging and inspiring to me, I decided to launch my own organization for women with alopecia. And we also connect with girls as well, young girls that have alopecia. And it was really about being able to have a platform where I could, you know, share my story and also heal. Because I wanted to heal, and it healed myself as well as gave me the opportunity to help other women heal.
Right. So let me ask you this, because you just said the word heal. So for those women who are thinking to themselves, well, it's just hair, or girl, you look gorgeous bald or whatever, but you're talking about healing. So I get that all the time. Oh my gosh, you have the head for hair loss. You know, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, but then you said healing. So for those who don't understand the emotional toll that alopecia or hair loss has, can you explain to them what you're talking about when you said the healing process, or what that healing looks like for us?
Sure. And earlier I mentioned emotional roller coaster. So the alopecia journey is filled with a multitude of emotions. Particularly at the beginning of the journey, you're devastated. I mean, the hair has been your crown. That's what you've been told for years. We are in a hair-loving society.
Absolutely.
As Black women, I mean, we know our community, we spend oodles of money not only on products, but on hair, buying hair.
Right.
To add hair to our head, to change
There's
our looks.
actually a statistic. I did some research.
Okay.
And Black women spend $74 billion
What?
in hair care products, not
Wow.
including weave.
That's not including
weave, not including extensions.
Oh wow! So if we put that extra, what would that be? What do you
Right.
think? $1 million?
And guess what? And then the crazy thing for me is, how many of us own those companies?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. A whole nother layer to it.
Right.
So because of that, just in our community, we know hair and the look, your look, it means so much. And so when I talk about healing, it really is kind of changing. It's like changing those concepts and changing your mind about what you believe about hair, and being able to just accept the fact that you are beautiful authentically.
Right.
And that was definitely a journey. It was tearful. It was lonely and isolating. It was devastating until I got to the point where I embraced myself for who I was authentically. And that's really what alopecia taught me, and is continuing to teach me my worth and my value.
Right.
So it really is a healing journey.
Right. So now that you have this organization, RAIN, Alopecia Movement, how can women benefit from working with you and your organization?
So one of the things that we do under the RAIN umbrella is education. So being able to kind of bridge the gap between the beauty industry and the wellness industry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My hairdresser for many, many years discovered my alopecia. And one of the things that we talked about over the years was just the fact that there's a big disconnect between the hairdresser, who normally sees the woman and sees what's going on with her head, and those that she seeks treatment from. So one of the things that my organization does is try to bridge that gap by bringing together people that are a part of the beauty and wellness industry, as well as people who are in the healthcare industry, to have conversations about kind of what the process looks like on both sides, and bringing some information about products that are available that actually work, or that people have found benefit in. So that's the educational side of it. We did a intimate Q&A with a dermatologist who's partnered with our organization.
Nice.
And it was great to be able to have a dermatologist actually sit down with you as a woman with alopecia and be very candid about the real deal with alopecia, not the things that are in the pamphlets, the things that they want us to see and to know, even with the steroid injections and other options for treatment, but just talking to us from the human, the human side.
Right.
So that's definitely a benefit, the educational component. And then the empowerment piece is huge. Just what we're doing right now, being able to connect with other women, to share your story, to get support, because that's really what frees you in this journey and allows you to heal.
Awesome. That is just fantastic, and I appreciate that. We're going to come back and have a few more questions with Rashida right after this break. This is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show.
It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya. When we talk about real things, talk about life things. The 21st century woman gotta get right. Entrepreneurship, motherhood, marriage, divorce, dating, healthy living, and thriving, of course. It's the Tanya Barnett Show.
unique challenges of the 21st century women. So buckle up and get ready, sister, to get your life right.
It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya.
Hey, it's Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show. I'm so glad you decided to hang with us. Hey, my girl Dominique, you say you're watching. I'm so excited. Thank you, sis, for supporting. So I am here with my special guest, Rashida. She is the founder of Reign Alopecia Movement, and she talks about how she empowers women, she educates women, and she actually brings healthcare providers together with beauty and wellness experts to help women. I just think that's fantastic because I know for me, it was either dealing with a dermatologist that I was, right, or the beauty. It was not bringing it together. So I wish I knew you at that point. You know, that was back in 2010 when I lost my hair, when I started losing my hair. And so I just think it's really important. Now, do you find that beauty, people in the beauty field are receptive to your messaging?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I found oodles of support in the beauty and wellness industry because I do think that in our culture, again, the emphasis on the look and the style as opposed to the hair care element of it. And a lot of the stylists that I have interacted with are really keen on getting to the hair care portion and really helping us as Black women learn more about what products we should and shouldn't be using on our skin and in our hair and on our head, and different methods that we can use so that we can actually have the look that we want, but in a healthy way.
Right.
So I've gotten a lot of support in the beauty industry.
Wow, that is fantastic. And I think that's important. And that's why, for me, even when I do the She's Gotta Have It segment that I featured Rita today, I think it's just so profound because I was trying different products. I was trying the over-the-counter or, general brands out there for shaving my head, and they all caused me to have irritation or they burned or things of that nature. And so here she was, someone who makes natural products. I just reached out to her and said, hey, can you make me something? And she came up with a shaving lotion. So I think it's important. Here she was. She didn't even know about alopecia. Right. But now she creates this product. And now
it's all
she
natural.
Right.
Yeah.
And she tells women, hey, here's a product for you if you're dealing with alopecia. So I just think it's fantastic. Now that I've educated her, she now has a product that she could sell to women like us. So I think educating even them is really important as well, not just educating us, the women.
And it goes hand in hand because of that empowerment. I mean, the empowerment piece, it all goes together. And your hairdresser is like your therapist,
right?
In many ways anyway, especially for those of us who've been connected with the same person,
right,
for so long, and they hear all of our woes and the things that we're trying to accomplish as well. So bringing them together so that they can actually really get in and dig in to this journey is important.
Right. Now, how can somebody reach out to you, whether they are a hairstylist or a wellness expert or a healthcare provider? How can they reach out to you if they want to support your movement?
So they can go to our Facebook page, Reign and Alopecia Movement. They can also email me at alopeciamovement@yahoo.com. They can also go to my Instagram page, which is Mosby.
Okay, awesome. So there you have it. This is my homegirl, Rashida. Actually, we had an opportunity to be in a calendar together. There are several of us, so you're going to meet some of those ladies who were in a calendar. We were brought together by Jamie. She did a Bald is Beautiful calendar, and so that's how I met these fantastic women. And you're going to meet several more of them who are part of this movement, and we are going to empower, and we're going to live bald and fearless, and we're going to show you that bald is beautiful.
Absolutely.
And those of us, we're living with hair loss. There are a lot of models out there. I saw a recent Black magazine did an article showing all these black bald women, but they were models. And so I kind of tagged them on Twitter because I'm like, you need to feature women who are living with hair loss or or have lost hair because of cancer or whatever. And I tagged them and I'm like, yo, they're models. Tomorrow they can decide to grow their hair out. They did their hair for a photo
it's a big
shoot.
difference. I'm so glad you say that, because it's
Right.
a big difference between being bald by choice and bald by circumstance, and then growing to embrace that bald. It's a big difference.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you so much, Rashida.
Thank you
I
for
know you're gonna
having
hang
me.
out with
Yes,
us because we're gonna
absolutely. I'm
hug
here.
a little later. And I'm just so excited, y'all. This is a dream of mine to be able to not only have my own show, but now to feature women like my sister here, Rashida, where we are empowering other women. So if you are dealing with hair loss right now, make sure you reach out to her, okay? There's nothing to be ashamed about. We're living fearlessly. I mean, she looks fabulous here. You know, she's...
And we can switch it up. We can do a whole bunch of things. Y'all see
Right.
this is working in the back. Look.
So, I mean, you can do it and you don't have to hide, you know. And I posted today on Facebook. I said, hey, it's cool, you know, I know y'all care about us, but, you know, sending me links to wig companies and sending me links to people who do weaves for women with alopecia. I appreciate that, but that's not what I want. I want to live bald and I want to live boldly. And so I just ask that women respect that. You know, it's kind of like if someone loses a child and you say, oh, you can have another baby.
Right,
you know,
right.
No. We're choosing to remain bald. We don't want to hide because I think we're more beautiful anyway without our hair.
I mean, the features come out. And you are glowing anyway.
Absolutely.
So,
oh,
yes.
you too.
Absolutely.
You too. So we'll be right back. I have another special guest. I have two more special guests actually tonight. I'm so excited, y'all, about my special guest tonight. Here, we're talking about hair loss awareness. So if you're just now jumping on, make sure you share this out. Send this to somebody that you know needs to hear this information. I've had people DM me this last week just saying, hey, can you connect with my cousin, my sister, my co-worker, because they're dealing with hair loss. They're wearing wigs. I've met so many women who even their husbands aren't supportive. Their husbands won't allow them to leave the house without wigs. I mean, it's just crazy how we have this type of thought process around hair. So I can't wait to bring my second guest on right after this break. This is Tanya Barnett with the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Oh!
Hey there, y'all. This is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show. I'm so super excited. I'm trying to keep my emotions intact today because I have some beautiful, fabulous women here in the studio with me here at Listen Vision Live Radio for Hair Loss Awareness Month. This is Hair Loss Awareness Month. If you were not aware, now you are aware now. And so I just felt the need to bring women on that are living boldly, courageously with hair loss. And so the minute that popped in my head, I was DMing ladies saying, yo, texting, whatever, saying, I need you here with me so that we can show women that you can live bold and you can live fearlessly without shame, without all those things that come with it. And so my special guest today, my second one, is Shakirah Stibbins.
Hello, everyone.
So can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Shakirah. I'm originally from Maryland, born and raised. And I lost all my hair about 2 years ago. So it's been a pretty crazy experience, but I've been dealing with it, you know, how I need to. Actually met Tanya with the whole bold and bald photo shoot for the calendar. And it was amazing. And connecting with these ladies actually helped me get through my journey and, you know, accept who I really am. So it's just been a blessing to connect with these ladies who've been through, you know, what I've been through.
Awesome. So when we met on the photo shoot, it was a very emotional photo shoot. I think for all of us, it was more so for you.
Yes,
I think we hugged and cried. I mean,
yes, we did.
Try to keep the makeup together and everything. So can you tell us a little bit about that journey? About when you found out, because you're young. There's a lot of young women who are dealing with hair loss. So can you tell the audience who don't know a little bit about your hair loss journey up to that point to the photo shoot?
Yeah, so when I did the photo shoot and the calendar with these ladies, I was pretty much fresh. Like, I had just, shaved my head. I was wearing scarves and things like that. So when I found these ladies, they just, gave me so much energy and confidence, and it was really emotional because it was like my first time ever just wearing nothing. They actually made me take it off. They were like, take it off, we got to embrace it. So I was crying, and it was just really emotional in a good way. It was like very supportive and very great experience. I'm very thankful, because if I wouldn't have had that experience with these women, I don't know where I would be. I'd probably still be wearing scarves and stuff. So, but they really pulled me out of my shell and helped me get comfortable, and that helped my journey a lot, because now you see here I'm wearing no scarf. I haven't worn a scarf in like a year and a half.
Wow.
I wear wigs, but
yes,
I wear wigs and stuff, but not too often. I just let it be, and I'm just super comfortable with myself at this point. And it's still an ongoing journey, but at this point it's really freeing. So for any young ladies that are going through it, just understand that there are people out there that are going through the same thing, older, younger. There are little kids who are dealing with it, which, breaks my heart. But we all can come together and, be with each other and help each other get through everything together. It's really a blessing.
Awesome. And so while you were talking, we showed some pictures of you modeling. So how did that come about? Because from somebody who was crying through her makeup to now modeling topless and everything. You come a long way, girl.
I know, right? Yes, after this happened and I finally gained the confidence, because modeling has always been a thing where I wanted to do, even when I did have my hair, but it's funny how this actually opened me up to really take that step. And I have my really good friend, and she used to be my old coworker. She does all of the photography for me. Shout out to Sam, Death of Light Photography. She's really good. And so we've been just collaborating and doing different stuff. I'll come to her with an idea, like, I want to do this, I want to do henna, I want to do nude. She's like, yeah, let's do it. She'll give me ideas and stuff. So she's really great. So that's been helping me as well, with everything like that. So I'm just enjoying it and embracing everything about it, and just pulling out ideas, trying to be fun, so it's been awesome. I've been really loving it.
Oh, fantastic. And so you have a little girl.
Yes, she's 4 years old.
Okay, so how is your little girl? Is she blind to it, or does she acknowledge your hair loss at all?
She does. She's a little too young to really grasp the idea, but she'll come to me and be like, Mommy, I like your hair. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And, she compliments everything about me. Like, I have on a shirt and stuff, and she's really supportive. She really helps me go and be more confident in myself, and show her through adversity you can come through it and be yourself. So it's been a good experience for us both. Definitely.
Awesome. That is fantastic. And I think it's really important for our daughters to see us going through, because then we also show them how to manage adversity or challenges in life. If they see mama losing it and on the floor, and have a hissy fit, they're going to model that behavior.
Exactly.
And so I just think it's fantastic that your daughter, that she's experiencing, and that she has a mama like you who's, showing her, hey, I can live courageously. I can, model nude, or I can model with henna or whatever. And I'm okay with it. And I can own that and be beautiful in it. So I just think that's fantastic.
Thank you.
So what can we see in the future for you?
I'm trying to work on a couple different things. I'm a hairstylist, so that's pretty much my next step, is to do my hairstylist thing. I'm actually starting to make wigs. So, that's an option for women who, who do have hair, who don't have hair, who's comfortable with it. But I just want to get into that and see what I can do with it, and, go with it. So
Awesome. Now, you said something about women who do have hair, don't have hair. And I know that you went through an experience not too long ago where your hair started growing back.
Yes.
So, and I know Rashida talked about that too. So how is that? For me, I just consistently have bald spots all the time. So it's just I don't have that growing, it's here today, gone tomorrow. So what is that experience like, if you could share that with the viewers?
It's a teaser, honestly. Like when it started growing back, it was growing back so fast, so full. It was just crazy. I didn't know how to take it in. I'm just getting really excited. Like, my hair's growing back. Yeah. Literally, it gets to almost 90% of my head, and then it starts to fall out again. So I'm like, okay, here we go again. You know, what's going on? So I've been going to doctors recently, but it still hasn't been helping. It's just kind of like a big question mark, like what's going on, why? So it was just really like, for that moment, it was felt good, but then I'm like, well, why did it fall out again? So I'm just like in the midst of, you know, figuring out where that, you know, empty spot is. So, you know, I'm just going with the flow. I'm at the point now where I have hair, I don't have hair. Still have to live. I still got to, you know, go about my day. I still have to, you know, be comfortable with me. So I've just kind of made it, a personal thing with myself, where if it does grow back, cool. If it doesn't, you're going to be fine whichever way. You know, you're going to be fine. I just tell myself that every day. You're going to be fine. It's going to be okay.
Right. So. Now, what would you say to a younger woman? Because I'm 45, and so for me, losing my hair at 45, it was devastating. Yes. But at that point of, you know, immaturity in my life, it was like I had my husband, you know, I had my children. So for younger women, what would you say to a younger woman who is experiencing hair loss?
I would tell them to look at themselves in the mirror. Look at every part of themselves, and even look on the inside, because that's what mainly counts, is what's on the inside. I know that's kind of cliche, but I mean, it's the truth. You know, you can see when a woman is really confident in herself, when she's really, you know, feeling good about herself. And I know that's, you know, a lot of young women say we pride ourselves on our hair, yes. But I think that at this point in day and age, we need to really focus on what's inside. And, you know, that's what counts most of all. Because people come to me, you know, in the grocery store, like, you have a nice head, you're so beautiful. And I'm just like, that makes me feel good. And, you know, I'm just like, you know, I'm young, and, you know, this is just a piece of me that's broken. But, you know, with a lot of support of other people, you know, it really helps. And, you know, just hang in there and look yourself in the mirror every day and just say, I'm beautiful no matter what. I'm a great person. It's just, I feel like it's all about talking to yourself. It's all about what you put inside of you, you know, just, you know, facing it and understanding that you're going to be okay with or without it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yep.
And I just think it's really important, too, for us to reach back and help those young women. Like you said, we've, at my Embracing Your Baldness conference, there were 2- and 3-year-olds there who were fully bald. Yes. But they were living more boldly than some of the other women who had wigs on their heads, you know. It was, you know. And so for them, that's their normal. And so for us, we have to understand that as you go through the ebbs and flows of life, some things become your new normal. Exactly. So whether, like us, me and my husband, we're about to have children out of the house, that's going to be our new normal. I can't sit and grieve every day, you know, because I have an empty nest. That's just the new normal. And so you make the best of it, and you enjoy that process. I mean, for you, you're able to model and you know, all these fly things that you're doing because of it.
Exactly.
And so I just think it's incredible that you've unlocked some things in yourself by losing your hair. I actually did a blog post called I Found Myself When I Lost My Hair. That's awesome. That's what it sounds like happened for you too.
That's exactly what happened. I lost my hair, and a lot of things in me just kind of unleashed. And, you know, I feel like this is a situation that had to happen to me. You know, nobody in my family has ever experienced it. I'm pretty much the only one. So I feel like at this point it's a personal thing. It's either going to make me or break me.
That's good.
You know, it's just all about that. Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. And so where can people find you on social media? If there's a young woman, say someone's watching with their niece or daughter or whoever, and they say, oh my gosh, she's beautiful, I want to reach out to her because I can relate to her. Where can they reach you on social media?
On social media, my Facebook is Shakirah Stibbins. That's Shakirah with an H, just like the singer. And then on Twitter and Instagram, my name is Kira, so Kiru and 3 H's. So that's where you can find me. You know, I'm always accessible. My page isn't private. So if anyone needs to reach out to me, I'm more than welcome to talk to anyone, be that support, because just like how you guys were support for me, I want to be that support for everyone else. So definitely hit me up on social media, anything, I'm here.
Awesome. So this is my second guest for tonight, Miss Shakirah Stibbins. We will be right back with my next guest. She is going to talk about dating, so you don't want to go anywhere. Dating and hair loss. So we're going to be talking about what that looks like for not only women of color, but women in general dating, and you have to have that conversation about why you don't have hair.
Yes.
So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. If you do, go get you some coffee, something to drink. Come back, and we'll see you in a few minutes here on the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision.
Hey everybody, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet. I'm so super excited that you decided to hang out with us, hang tight, and you get to see my fantastic next guest, Miss Teresa. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you for having me.
I love her energy, y'all. I'm telling you, she is just, full of life. She just will make you laugh. She'll make you smile. She's just a beautiful, beautiful person. And so she too is living with hair loss, just like my other guests. And so, Teresa, can you tell the people who are watching a little bit about yourself, and then how you found out when you were diagnosed with alopecia?
So in 2009, I had some braids, and I was taking them out, and with them came most of my hair. I went to the dermatologist to see what was going on, because I didn't really know. And I didn't like his diagnosis, so I went to an African-American dermatologist. And it was a lady, and she told me I had alopecia. But it took me another 5 years to finally grasp the concept that my hair was not coming back. I did the cortisone shots in my scalp. And you know, we can mask anything when we try and hide stuff. So wigs, I can do a t-shirt. I knew how to use a tank top, but I had to cover it up because I did not want anybody to know that my hair was coming out. But more importantly, I didn't understand, and I didn't like who I saw in the mirror. So it took a very long time for me to finally just embrace that my hair was not coming back, and that I was chosen to be the soldier with the bald head. So I am rocking it to the fullest.
Yes, you are. And I'm telling you, and her energy is just, if you're dealing with hair loss, you need to connect with her, because she will have you throwing your wig under the bus, you know, all that. I'm telling you, she really will. But the beautiful thing is, and I like that all of us had different stories. So you said you struggled with it for 5 years, and that you did try the different medical treatments to grow your hair back.
Good.
So what was that like for you? What made you decide, okay, I want to try medical treatments to grow my hair?
Because, girl, I really wanted my hair. Because, you know, from we were a very young age, you know, we take our shirt and put it on because we got the long hair.
And a towel.
Okay, right. So, you know, we doing that, and my hair, you know, I could just get that ponytail, but I could never get it, you know, I got it right here, but I couldn't get it right here, but I could, you know. But I did that other thing, you know, when you could glue it, and I had that piece over,
you know that,
yeah.
Okay. Back,
you know,
back in the 80s, okay.
So, you know, I pushed and pushed, but when it came out, girl, I was crushed, because my hair was like one of the most favorite things that I loved about myself. So when it was gone, it was gone. But, and I really, when I first got those shots in my head, when I got back in the car, I said to myself, did I just let that lady stick them needles in my head?
I love her.
Not even that, though. I went back for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And she said, if it doesn't come back in 6 months, it's not coming back. But I ain't even going to tell y'all that I was in the mirror like this in the mornings, looking to see if my hair was growing. I swear, crushed. Right. And I would never let anybody outside see that I did not have no hair. But it was my little sister that said, why don't you just shave your hair Just wear it like that. You cute. And I let her actually shave that one little piece up here. She shaved it. It took me a minute though, but she did it. She ain't laugh at me. And my biggest fear was, what are people gonna say when they see me? They gonna point, they gonna laugh, and little kids gonna be like, "Mommy, why she bald?" But that didn't happen.
Wow.
It didn't happen not like I thought. Now sometimes people stare when I see them stare. I say, "How are you? How are you? You okay? How you doing?" So it catch them because they, or this is the thing that men do. I just really can't stand this. I like your hairstyle. Oh, I have no hair. Oh, hairstyle.
And I get that too. And it's like, how do you respond? You don't even know how to respond.
Because my face probably just be like.
Right. Wow.
But, I embrace it. Because even after she shaved it, I still covered it up.
Okay.
And then, when you meet people with that certain look you got, when you see them afterward, you got to still have it.
Right.
Or close to it.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And then when it's time to go night-night,
you
can't even,
She's keeping it G. She's keeping it G when she said night-night. Okay.
You don't want to show the real you because you don't want them to leave. You know what I'm saying? But you got to wait. And while you sleeping, you got to make sure it's still right there because you don't want it to be on the pillow and you sit up because they're going to be like,
Right.
Girl. I'm not lying. I'm so serious. But that is the worst because that's the most uncomfortable sleep.
Right.
Posits ain't go slip and come on. What do I say? Right. Because I just didn't think that without that extra, I was still cute. But I had to learn that all of me and all that is me come from the inside. It's not even my hair.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So now we talking about going night-night and stuff like that. So how do you date while bald? Or do you date? I mean, because I'm not.
It's kind of hard.
Okay.
It's kind of hard because it's kind of hard, and I ain't trying to beat myself on the back, but all I seen to attract is young guys. I am 53. I do not have time for 29-year-olds, 35, 36. Can I get somebody my age? Just, I don't know if I'm too strong-willed or I'm too...
But you look young. I would have never given you 53. So that's probably why the young dudes...
I'm 53 in 1 week. But yeah, and it's just... it's difficult because I have a daughter that's 34. Right. So how am I introduce her to somebody that I've been seeing, I don't know, for a year, that's 35? Right. She gonna look at me and be like, for real, mommy?
Right.
So it's just, and I guess, I don't know. It's just hard. Sometimes I date and sometimes I don't.
So when you do date, do you have a conversation about
being
bald
the first thing people
loss?
ask is, how come you don't have any hair? So, I have no problem talking about it now. I'm an open book. I'm going to tell you what happened, and I have alopecia. And a lot of times, men don't realize, they don't know what alopecia is. So sometimes, even women, what's that? Or I even get this. How long you had cancer?
Oh,
cancer?
wow.
I had cancer.
Right.
And I even had a girlfriend that I hadn't seen in years, and she saw me, and she was like, girl, what you shaving all your hair off for? You had cancer? So when we went to lunch, I said, I'm going to tell you something. A couple months ago, you would have said that, and I'd have broke down in tears. But what you need to do is, if you see somebody without hair, check and see if they got eyebrows or eyelashes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just assume that everybody that's bald has cancer. That's poor assumption.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I have bald spots like Tanya, but and I shave my head every morning because I just cannot stand the stubble.
Okay. I'm a twice a week girl.
I'm scared something's gonna grow back, and I'm always feeling for that spot where it won't grow. I was like, I ain't coming back. But it's different, and I don't mind having a conversation. Sometimes I think people are a little nervous about asking or not sure how to ask, but You know, I don't mind talking about it. And if I can empower somebody else and, girl, get them to throw that wig in the trash or set it on fire, because I'll give them the lighter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't have to hide. You got to embrace who you are. And, you know, I just think beauty comes from within.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we are society just has us believe that we need everything superficial and artificial and outside of who we really are to be accepted or to be beautiful. But we are beautiful, all shapes and sizes. This is what it is. Right. Get over it. Right.
And I like that you said have a conversation, because a lot of times what I'm finding in a lot of arenas is that people aren't being vulnerable, they're not being honest, they're not being real. And so having these conversations, especially as women, I think it's important for us to say, hey, look, I live with hair loss. My hair is not growing back. So if you want to date someone who, you know, has hair going down her back, I'm not the one. And being okay with him walking away, because I always say if he walks away, he's not the one for you.
Well, you know what? Another thing made it a lot easier to shave my head too was I didn't have a boyfriend. So I was like, I don't even have to wake up and say, oh, one day he's saying that bald head bitch.
I love her.
I'm saying, I didn't want him to look over and say, I'm so sick of her bald head. You know, but I just did it because I was like, oh, well, if they want to talk to me now, this is it. This is what it is. I ain't on the diet. I don't miss no meals. I'm not going to gym. None of that.
Right.
Take it or leave it.
Right.
But I have fun. It's okay being single. Now, there are days when I miss my hair.
Okay. And that's,
oh my God. There are days I wake up and like miss my hair. I have dreams about having hair. So there are days I miss my hair. And those days, they're not a lot, but I can tell the difference in my mood when I wake up. And I miss my hair.
Right.
I'm okay that it's gone.
Yes, and you're beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
I love her so much. And so I just think it's really important for us to have this conversation, because some people don't consider that with women like us who have hair loss and the whole dating thing. I know for me, losing my hair and being a married woman, you know, I was concerned if my husband would find me sexy anymore. Would he find me feminine? You know, when we had night time, would he be like, that bald headed, you know? And so just really you're having those conversations, and those are some of the insecurities that we have as women, even in our relationships. Even for my own children, I kind of dealt with that. Like, I didn't want them to be teased and things of that nature.
Because, you know, children can be cruel.
Right. And so my son, it was so funny. I actually did a blog post about this. My son had heard some boys talking about a bald lady and saying how pretty she was and this, that. But he didn't realize they were talking about me. And so he was like, yeah, that's my mom. When he found out, he was like, that's my mom, you know. And he was like, Mom, you're prettier than their moms, and they have hair. You know,
and then you know what else, too, is there's a connotation with some men where they have these negative innuendos about bald head women. I really don't like that.
Right.
That's just so ignorant.
No, I like men.
I like men, but that right, this some of that just don't need to be said.
Right.
Especially when I don't know you.
Right. And that's where they just need some education. So, well, y'all, I hope you have been inspired and empowered by my special guest, Miss T, Chocolate T. That's why she go by on Facebook. So T, if someone is listening and say for instance they are a 53-year-old woman and they're only attracting little youngins, and you know they want to talk to you about,
call me because we can go eat. We can go eat. All right, we can go a date. But
how can they reach you?
I have an email account. It's boldballconfidence@yahoo.com.
Okay.
Chocolate TT on Facebook. My Instagram is bald is pretty, and that's BALDIZPRYTEE.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being my guest tonight. I've had some fantastic guests tonight. I hope you have been inspired. I hope you've come away educated tonight just by these fantastic women. So I will be right back after this break here on the Tanya Barnett Show. Talk to you later.
Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey there, this is Tanya Barnett, your host of the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet. I'm so super excited that you stayed to the end. So you need to give yourself a pat on the back. I know my guests have been fantastic. That's why y'all stayed, like, for real. And I appreciate you for doing that. So I want to let you know August is Hair Loss Awareness Month. So like T suggested, if you see a woman who is walking around bald, don't just assume that she has cancer. She may be dealing with hair loss, or she may really be bald by choice. But it is Hair Loss Awareness Month. If you know someone who is living with hair loss, have them reach out to me. Have them reach out to some of the ladies that were here today, Shakirah, Rashida, or T. Have them reach out to one of us, and we will be there as a support system. It takes all of us to walk through this process, through this journey of hair loss. And so I'm so super excited that they said yes to even come on here and be vulnerable and share their stories. So make sure you reach out to them, especially the Rain Alopecia movement. You'll get a wealth of resources through that movement. And so I'm really excited about that. So I want to close out tonight just really quickly. My nonprofit Forever Free Books is having our 3rd year anniversary celebration this Friday at the Harborside Hotel in Oxon Hill. We're going to have food, drinks, everything is free with your ticket. So once you use your ticket, you got to pay, baby, okay? It is a cash bar after that. But please come out. Make sure you come out, celebrate with us. All we're asking is that you bring a new children's book. You know, don't clean off your kids' closet, you know, they had since 1974. We don't want those books. We really want brand new books, because we get those books to children in need here in the Washington, D.C. area. And y'all know school is about to start. And for those of you who don't know, a lot of kids, if they lose library books or their parents don't pay their fines, they do not check out a book for the entire school year career. So if a child loses a book in 2nd grade and they don't pay for that, or they don't return it, they can never check out a library book from the time of 2nd grade or whatever grade that is until they graduate from high school. So make sure you bring a free book. This Friday night, 6 p.m., Harborside Hotel. You want to get there early because we only have a limited number of drink tickets. And so it is an open bar for those who have a drink ticket. Once you use that ticket, you have to pay. We have a lot of hors d'oeuvres. We have giveaway prizes. And we will be honoring our community partners that have partnered with us over the last 3 years here in the Washington, D.C. area. So that is Forever Free Books. Make sure you check us out. Come out. Have a good time. I'm excited about us living 3 years, because statistics have shown that most nonprofits do not make it to the 3rd year. And so we get to celebrate 3 years of giving away. Thank you. 3 years of giving away free kids books, not only here in the D.C. area, but we've sent books to the Bahamas. We've sent books to an orphanage in India. We sent books to Los Angeles, Detroit, Georgia, you name it. We have sent over 11,000 books to kids in need. And so I'm just so super excited to be able to celebrate with you this Friday, August 11th at the Harborside Hotel. So without further ado, I just want to thank you all for tuning in today. If you know someone who's living with hair loss, they can Google it, but make sure you have them reach out to the women here, because these women are real. We're going to give it to you real. We're going to give it to you plain, but guess what? We're going to give you our heart, our time, and our energy. And so I'm so excited, and I'm honored that you all said yes to me to come and be on my show today, where we celebrated Hair Loss Awareness Month here on the Tanya Barnett Show. I will see you next week. My special guest next week is none other than Priscilla Q. Williams. She is the nursepreneur. You're going to find out what a nursepreneur is. So thank you again. Have a great night. Talk to you soon.
It's the Tanya Barnett Show. 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 It's the Tanya. When we talk about real things, talk about life things. The 21st century woman gotta get right. Entrepreneurship, motherhood, marriage, divorce, dating, healthy living, and thriving, of course.